Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, Little, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Murray. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Mike is 59.
Murray with a 3rd and long. This is caught by Jackson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
This is Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
70, Indy.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 47 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Man, that's track. That's track. Say.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the Bills' 42-yard line.
Set, ready? 10-2, sir. I got you.
On 2nd down, Elway. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Elway. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
The trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
3 bud. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
At the 38-yard line.
Ready, set. 55. Hey, eat. Hey, here I come.
On second down, Elway. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. No score after one on EA Sports.
Down. 50, plant. 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get
A first down carry for Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
Watch 54. It's just me and you.
On second down, here's Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
64, weak.
Play action. It's Elway. He's got Fuller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Break. 55. Check. 55. Mike. We own it. 6-6. Pull it high. Double up. He's got it.
On first down, Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd and short, Tolbert. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Ready?
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Elway. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, Elway. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes the score 7-0.
Dolphins 7, Bills nothing. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check, 59. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Murray. He'll hit Jackson complete. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They go play action here on first down. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a
through an opening, and there he goes. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 85 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not for...
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready? 90, Wolf. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Get this one.
Hey, watch out. Check right. Greystone, travel. 54. Hey, we got to
Now they'll throw it with Elway. It's caught. Smith. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Out time, let's get off the field.
Ready?
They'll run again with Hunt. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
36.
Yes. Hey, high 7.
59 Mike.
Out of the gun, Elway. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go heavy. Let me what you got.
Get it.
From the gun, it's Elway. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Elway now off of play action. It's complete to Fuller. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line.
Ready, break.
Check 55 to Mike. I got him.
Speed grip.
From the red zone now, Elway on 1st down. Complete. Smith has it. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a 1st down there to the tight end.
15 line. 15 line.
Get ready.
Let's go.
Again, it's Elway. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, Barkley, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is now 24.
Next to score, Dolphins 24, Bills nothing. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Push him back.
There's Murray. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Shotgun now for Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike, check. 59. Hey, watch the slant.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he's going to go down again. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Come on, Lon. We better not. Come on, set. 18, Gator.
Get in the weight room. Mike's 59.
Yeah.
On first, they'll throw with Elway. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage of running plays, keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they accept it at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they 45 yards on the ground.
First down, Dolphins.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Elway. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". 65.
Hey, Zoo. Ready?
They fake the give. Now Elway.
Let's go, D.
Escape it. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Ready up.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Operating from the gun. Elway. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Elway will throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Watch the twist. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. To throw again on second down. Murray. Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Go! Go! Go!
55 is Mike, guys, 55.
Off the play fake. Elway. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48. With a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
We taking wins home.
Mike, check, 59.
First down, Murray. That is caught at the 7. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Elway to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Ready. Hey, Charlie. See me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Hey, lock it.
Oh, Elway's going to throw it. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 9-yard touchdown grab. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary.